Good afternoon, everyone. How are we doing today?
Good.
All right, this is a very exciting day today. Johnny, Phil, and I, and the staff, and Dustin, and Danielle is here. We have worked extremely hard on giving you an incredible experience. So we are out with the old and in with the new. So in front of you, you have the menus for breakfast and lunch, which have pretty much stayed the same. But I do want to make our the focus on what we're going to be offering in the GastRO Pub at the evening hours. So if you're looking at it, you're probably wondering why there's all this pricing on there. So if you're on the bistro plan, everything will be a la carte. So you can do the math. So if you come in and you order the New York strip and then the two sides and the dessert, you know, it may cost you $35 or so. But if you're on the meal of the day program, when you come in, you'll be able to get an entree. You'll be able to get two pairings, a dessert and a beverage. Not wine or a drink, but a Sprite, a Coke, whatever, cranberry juice, whatever you're into. And save your questions for when we're done with our presentation. I just wanted to kind of brag about what our offering is going to be. So I'll use Jean as an example, if you don't mind, Jean. So you understand now when you come in on Monday, let's say Jean's going to come, made her reservation Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Luckily, she got in every day. So Monday, she's going to come in, she's going to get her 6-ounce filet, her two sides, her dessert, and her beverage. That is her meal of the day. There's no cash out of pocket or any kind of ancillary charge. The next day, she can come in and have the pork chop. Same thing. The next day she can come in and have the sea bass. The next day she can come in and have the lump crab cake. Are we up to Friday yet? I think we are. She liked the steak so much, now on Friday she's going to have the ribeye.
Now, what if Jean comes in with a friend who's on the bistro plan?
Well, she's going to be paying for whatever she orders. Where, Jean, you're smiling because that's your meal of the day and it didn't cost you $35 to come to the pub. I want some applause. Doesn't that sound great? Please. I mean, you're shaking your head. We'll get to your question next. Because if you're on the one meal of the day, this is like going to a restaurant every night. A wonderful, wonderful restaurant. And you have different choices each evening. One other thing I want to bring up, where it says shareables. That is the only thing that will be an ancillary charge if you're on the meal of the day. So if Jean comes down with Judy Studebaker and Jean's feeling very generous, she might say, Jean, you know what? I won a couple bucks on the lottery the other night. I'm going to pay to get us a hand-breaded shrimp with the Bombay Sapphire cocktail sauce. And then you'll be able to get your meal of the day, whatever that may be.
Perfect. Oh, it's fantastic.
Brad, how am I going?
Now, is this menu stagnant?
Oh, this is a very good thing. So what we're going to be doing is probably every 2 weeks or so we'll be changing up the menus. I mean, we'll always have, a couple steaks, the pork chop, the burger, and the hot dog. That'll stay on. But sea bass, we might switch to, golden tile fish, or maybe a calamari dish. The crab cake may come off and we'll get Arctic char or salmon or bronzino. So we're going to be changing it every couple weeks so it's not just the the same menu every week or two. And the same thing with the shareables because we don't want anyone getting bored of the pub. What's that? You go talk about it.
So also if you look, I don't need this. So if you also look, we have a 6-ounce pub burger.
Hey, Chef.
Yes.
If you're not on the mic, we don't pick it up on the video, so if you wouldn't mind.
Don't.
We're friends.
I know.
Not that much. We're more than friends.
So if you look at the 6-ounce pub burger,
You got that one in there. The 6-ounce pub burger, it's not the burger that we have upstairs, which everybody loves, and it's a wonderful burger. This is a prime beef burger. So it's an upscale burger that's absolutely outstanding. We've already tried it. We know it's absolutely delicious. The hot dog is a Kobe beef hot dog, which is made from the best beef that we can possibly get for you. So, and the pork chop is gonna be impeccable with, you know, having it on the grill, having it at the temperature that's gonna be perfect every time. It's got a beautiful bone in it that comes off French cut, if I remember. So it's gonna have a French cut on the bone itself coming out. The presentation is gonna be beautiful. We're also looking at making sure that when those plates come out, they're gonna come out looking as if you're sitting at Bonefish or any of these other really nice restaurants. When you're looking at a plate, you know you're in a special place. I want you all to think about this too. This is not just for you. This is for your family, your friends, people that you're bringing here. They will be blown away when they see that GastRO Pub and the food quality that's coming out, the way the staff looks, the way the entire community is. It's something that you're going to be really proud of.
Wanna open it up?
All right. Do we have any? Does anybody have questions? All right. I'm going to be the. You're going to do that.
I love a really big lump of crab meat. Is
Yeah.
that what it's gonna be, or
That's
is it
exactly
gonna have
what
a
it's
lot
gonna
of
be.
ground stuff in it?
It's a lump crab.
No fillers.
Nothing. They're going to be
Tester.
fantastic.
And are the meals all by reservation only?
Yes.
Yes.
And if you talk, Ricky, about somebody making Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Thursday, Friday, is there going to be any limitations so that with 400 people, that they all from time to time have an opportunity to eat in a cabin?
You know, this, and I understand what you're saying, this is something that we have to wait to see what happens. That when we reopened the pub, the tavern, we didn't have the rush of people that we thought, so we were able to change it and say, hey, you can just make the reservation for a couple of days, and then if, you know, on the day you can come and call if there's an open spot, absolutely. So we're gonna just see how everything goes right now to make sure that everybody has a chance to get down there and enjoy it.
Okay, thank you.
Hold on, I got one.
Are we allowed to carry anything out?
No.
That's not gonna happen.
So if you're gonna feed me a 10-ounce ribeye and I can't eat a 10-ounce
That
ribeye,
is your meal of the day. This has already been discussed. Yes.
just curious, sweet potato right now is not on the pairings, and I know that's real popular.
And sweet potato fries too.
The pairings, much like everything else on the menu, will get rotated out.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the hours for dinner, we have breakfast, lunch, but dinner is
It's
at
4
4
to
o'clock. 4, okay.
Hours in the tavern, in the pub will be 4 p.m. to 7 p.m., Monday through Friday.
Yes, that comes with it. The question was for the compliments, the béarnaise sauce, hollandaise, blue cheese. If you decide to have any of those on top of your steak or even the pork chop, it comes with it.
Okay. What about making reservations weeks ahead? Can you only do it by the week?
Dustin?
What can we do with reservations?
So, our reservation program is set to where you can make a reservation up to 31 days in advance. Why I did that was kind of opens up the whole next month, so if you have some plans that you're planning for. So, as long as we can get everybody in, it will be available up to 31 days in advance.
If your meal of the day is breakfast, what is included? I mean, if I can't be there for dinner, so I wanna be there for lunch or breakfast.
So if you'd like to make your meal of the day the breakfast, it ultimately comes down to what you're eating. So if you order an omelet for $6 and say you want extra bacon with it for an extra $1, we are going to charge those at a la carte prices, but it will translate to a meal of the day on your bill.
Okay.
Okay? So does that make sense?
Yes.
So if you come down for breakfast and you want that to be your meal of the day, say you're getting on an airplane or you're going to a concert, or God forbid you don't want to eat here for dinner, at that point we will transition those items that you ordered for breakfast automatically to your meal of the day plan. You won't really have to mention it. We appreciate it if you do, but we should be able to take care of that on our side.
And obviously, no takeouts.
Still no takeouts.
So that would equal the $9, whatever. afford it when you, oh my God.
Not necessarily. Please remember that $9 is truly funny money, because if you're on the meal of the day plan and you order a 10-ounce New York strip for $25,
Now I'm cooking for breakfast.
but still, listen, if you get a 10-ounce strip for $25, 2 pairings for $3 each, and a dessert for $8, we're gonna include that as your meal of the day. So if you come in for breakfast and say you ate an omelet and bagel and lox and completely satiated yourself, that would still be your meal of the day.
I got it.
I have a question. It's very confusing, but what I want to find out is, can you take out?
There are 0 takeouts currently at any dining venue on campus.
There are no takeouts upstairs as well as down in the tavern, is that right?
Correct.
If I wanted, wait a minute, I'm buying on my own, with my own money, again, I'm gonna go through this, I'm buying, I want to be able to take home what I have left on my plate. Nothing else.
I appreciate that. The answer has been asked and answered. There are currently no takeaways from the dining rooms at any point on campus.
Any venue.
Any venue.
Except dessert.
Except for dessert in the main dining room, or if you order it to go out of the north or south kitchen.
It's not right, it's not fair, and it shouldn't be put down. I'm sorry. It is my money that I'm paying.
Thank you for your comment. I believe we'll have a sidebar with you later.
It sounds like you're scaring us. You're trying to scare us with this price, you know. If I don't go on the meal a day plan, I'm going to be spending $40 a day to eat the same stuff.
So why would we go on the meal a day plan?
Well, I don't know. I might just go to takeout, because at takeout I can take out. I can get my whole meal if I take out. Everybody should take out.
So Joe, to answer your question, we're actually, we looked at, honestly, to call you out, I apologize for this, we looked at your dining pattern, and we saw that you like to eat in the pub, aka the tavern, quite a bit. Yes. And we said, how can we make Joe's life better? Honestly. And so we looked at this, and Ricky came up with this menu, all these food items on it. And we're like, okay, who wants to just eat a PB&J for dinner or something like that? You can always go upstairs for that. But how can we make your time in the pub special? How can we elevate your dining experience? And by doing that, we've been able to offer these items here. And that way that you can go to the tavern or the pub and enjoy yourself with an elevated menu. And you're not...
We have no control over the menu. If you're going to give it to us, then we can't take it out.
So at that point, we're just trying to give you a better and a higher class option on campus. So that way you can enjoy yourself at really an upscale venue. And if you're on the meal of the day program, that upscale venue doesn't cost you anything extra.
And just, Joe, just so you know, when you were eating in the tavern last year, the year before, you were still not allowed to take out. So however you took it out, but you were allowed to take it out. But what I want you to understand is, we have knocked this game up tenfold. Nobody's muscling anybody. You have a choice to make it for yourself. What we're trying to do is be able to give you something that we weren't able to do before. And in order to do that, we have to have different ways of not having people take tons and tons of food out of the dining room. So that's how we're able to do it. And if people just sit and enjoy their meal, enjoy what they're having, and all this fabulous food, and not get a salad like this, you're not going to have to be full and have to take a bunch of food.
People just let it go.
No, you just can't. I'm sorry.
So Johnny, you mentioned salad, right?
Yes.
Did we talk about the fact that there is a salad bar in the new pub for lunch? Okay, so right on the other side of where that door used to be, over there, there's a salad bar. And we've made it available now for lunch. So that way, for those of you that want to come down, but miss your salad bar, you want to be able to have that salad bar every day, we have given you that option, and there's a salad bar down here for you. Ricky has a question. Ricky?
I'm talking about the salad bar. Are the salad bar proteins, which is the grilled chicken, or does the salad bar include the grilled chicken for the $7, or do you pay $7 for grilled chicken and $3.50 for a salad bar?
If you are on the bistro meal plan.
No, I'm talking about the other, but you can answer both.
Okay, so if you're on the bistro meal plan, right off the bat, come down, get a salad bar, and then that would be normally charged $3.50. And then in turn, you can also get the deli salad of the day for $7. So if you're on the bistro meal plan, that would be $10.50. If you're on the meal of the day plan, the salad bar, and then terribly sorry. Yeah, I know, I just remembered. Yes. Would you like to say something?
Well, yeah, okay.
Considering I just stepped in something, and I caught myself, I really did.
So it gets a little bit confusing here. And so if you're on the meal of the day program and you come down and you're going to get an entree, but you want to have a salad, rather than having a side salad, we have opened up a salad bar. So you'll have all the selections that you might normally anticipate on the salad bar. And if you wanted an additional protein, that would be a chargeable item. It would not be included in the meal of the day, unless, and this is where it gets confusing, unless what you're having for the meal of the day is the salad bar with a protein.
Can you eat al fresco area?
Yes, I think so.
So the question was, can you eat al fresco? So we currently have a staging area over here where there used to be 3 tables. As soon as we are able to, with the construction and whatnot, those 3 tables will reopen.
If we're on the meal of the day plan, which we are and will be, and we come down and we want to pay for lunch, have an ancillary charge on our charge account or our monthly bill here, how much is the salad bar going to be if we share a sandwich and both want the salad bar?
So the salad bar is priced at $3.50 per person. You can share the sandwich if you are paying cash. There's no sharing on the meal of the day program. But by all means, if you and your husband would love to come down, each have a salad bar, split a sandwich, then that's where that $3.50 per person comes in.
Yeah, just a couple of comments. Is this 10-ounce steak, is that a misprint, or are you actually going to try to do 10 ounces?
It's going to be 10 ounces.
We were ready for you.
Okay,
Okay, well, the reason for that is there's very darn few people in here that can eat a 10-ounce steak. And keep my blood sugar level up.
I'm worried.
My God, Gene and I share an 8-ounce steak at Outback, and which is usually plenty. A 10-ounce steak, there's no way in the world that I'm going to be able to eat that much. And just looking around here, I'm talking for damn near everybody, darn near everybody. Sorry, I didn't mean to say damn.
Okay.
The other comment I have is that cow you've got on there. That cow is
a female.
Is a hamburger cow. That is not a New York strip cow. You get New York strips and Kobe beef from something that doesn't have all those nanglies at the back of it.
Okay, so to take on one of the first questions. So yes, it is a 10-ounce New York strip or a 10-ounce Angus ribeye with a 6-ounce fillet. Much like everything else on this menu, the menu is designed to be changed. So, having said that, if we do put on that 10-ounce New York strip and we see that a lot of people want to order it but don't because it's too big, or they don't finish it, we will definitely change, because at that point, the pub is for you, designed by Ricky for you. So at that point, if we change a few things later on as we move on, we're doing it to make you happier on the menu.
And the 10 ounces before it's cooked.
Yeah.
And then,
And the picture is just a mere facsimile of a cow. Please don't take it literal.
you know, and that's the one other thing that, you know, there's a lot of angst about this change, and I know change is difficult, but the one thing that I want you to be sure to walk away with is that once we get into the trial period, we're going to have the opportunity to take your input and work on those suggestions. Right now, we're all pretty excited about not a whole lot. And so let's start the program. We're going to continue to have conversations. We're going to continue to solicit your input. And from your input, we will make the appropriate changes to the policies, the programs, the menus, so that we end up with something that you're going to love and that you can really get behind. Now remember, from July 1st to October 1st, you essentially can change 3 times. You can try the first one on July 1st. 45 days later, you can try the second program. And then 45 days after that, on October 1st, you have to be locked into your program. So you're going to have an awful lot of time and an opportunity to change in and out of these programs during the trial period. So by the time we're ready to go really live with this, October 1st, you're going to be more experienced and be able to make a better, more informed decision. That's why we wanted to get this out today. It's going to be very difficult for you to make the decision as to which program I'm going to go with July 1st without knowing what the menu is. And so that's why we've done that today. So we're hearing you, but let's just kick this program off. And we're going to continue to have frequent meetings to solicit your ideas and your feedback. We're not going to disappear, and we're going to grow this program together, okay?
Once you make this change to the 4-ounce steak, well then people are going to be saying, well, last month we got a 10-ounce steak.
It's so true.
We'll give you 2 4-ounce steaks.
Phil, could we order lunch at dinner time? No?
No.
So if you want pizza, absolutely fine.
Exactly.
So the question was, can you order off the lunch menu at dinner? And the reason there is that space in between lunch and dinner is because we are completely flipping that coin, both in the front and the back of the house for the kitchen and the dining room, so that we can make sure that we can serve you best for that evening meal.
And we separated the menu so
Yes.
that
And that way as well, if you notice, breakfast and lunch is on that one sheet. So you can get breakfast at lunch if you so choose. You can still get that omelet at 1 o'clock if you woke up late. But that evening meal is the only thing that's available during 4 to 7.
I have a question. When I picked up my choice of meal plans from the front desk, there were actually 3 choices. There was the meal of the day, then there was bistro, and under bistro it had bistro meal of the day and bistro 21 day.
So, I'll take that. I think we've discussed it ad nauseum between us. So there are 3 actual plans. There is the meal of the day plan. Come in, eat whatever you want, go home. And then there's 2 bistro plans. There is the 21-day bistro plan and the 30-day bistro plan. And that's where a little bit of the confusion goes on. 99.8% of the people, give or take, are on the 21-day bistro plan. And so that's where we focused a lot of our attention. That's where a lot of the mix-up came about, where people were calling it the 21-day plan. They're both bistro plans. They both give you the same aesthetic as far as like the 21-day plan, you get $210. On the bistro 30-day meal plan, you get $300.
It's a daily plan, $10 a day.
But if you have the 21 day, you still can come and buy lunch and dinner.
If you are on the bistro, the question is, can you come down and buy whatever you want if you've used all your money off of the 21-day bistro meal plan? And the answer is yes. By all means, we will take as much cash as you want to throw at us.
It's an ancillary charge.
It is an ancillary charge, yes, by all means.
And that 21-day plan, you use upstairs on the dining room?
So the question was, can you use the bistro meal plan 21-day upstairs in the dining room? Yes, you can. It's the same as it is, exactly as it is now. With a hard emphasis on the fact that rates and pricing are changing. So please keep that in mind. Inflation and everything else on top of that, we know the rates are going to rise. So I can't tell you it's going to be $9 next month or next year.
Are there still going to be gourmet meals?
Yes.
And what is going to be the price if you're on the one a day? I mean, it's going to be all free?
So gourmet meals are included in your meal of the day. So whereas right now they're a little extra, and if you're on a bistro plan, it's going to be a little plus a little extra. If you're on the meal of the day plan, if you go to the gourmet dinner once a quarter, 4 times a year, that is your meal of the day.
Or the breezeway.
Or the breezeway.
Or the
or the
pizza.
Bella Row. So if you, and holidays as well. So meal of the day is just that. It is your meal of the day. Wherever you eat on campus, aside from the exclusionary special events, Enchanted Evening, wine, food pairing, and Brick and Vine chef's tables. Other than those events, if you eat at the breezeway, Bella Row, in the pub, main dining room, holidays, meal of the day is just that, your meal of the day.
What about takeout?
There's no takeout at this time. So takeout, sorry. So you mean like, so you want to carry out? Yeah.
If I'm disturbed and not being able to take unused food home with me, the obvious way to avoid that is to take takeout.
Yes and no.
You're not gonna come to the house, check to see if I refinished.
No, you are correct. You are correct. So the question is should he go to takeout exclusively out of the north and the south dining rooms so that he can ultimately take more food? And you are correct. You can do
I'm
that.
not taking more food, I'm taking the meal.
Fair enough.
That's the meal I bought and paid for.
That you are more than able to do that. I personally don't want to eat out of styrofoam. And I would much rather sit down and enjoy a meal in a dining room with my friends.
So what are the disadvantages of the bistro 21-day plan?
If you are on, the question is, are there disadvantages to the bistro plan?
On the 21 day.
The bistro plan.
What will happen with the 21-day plan is eventually you'll run out of money.
Okay, but you're still gonna charge
Yeah.
one.
That's why what we're trying to say is, I'm not understanding why we don't think the meal of the day is such an exciting experience, because you don't have to worry about money. You can go to the pub, have a nice steak dinner, then you can go to the breezeway and not have to worry about it. A holiday you don't have to worry about. Is it $10 charge? Is it this? Can we please just try to give it an opportunity?
If I had 21 days and I ate 23 days, I'd only pay $2 more $10.
Yeah. So here's the missing piece of the puzzle.
No.
So here's the missing piece of the puzzle. And we purposely haven't done this because we want you to make this decision because you're informed, not because you're scared. And so here's why we haven't raised the rates in the dining rooms. Right now, they're at $9. My actual cost of providing that meal is closer to $15. I've tried to be very transparent and tell you that I am going up on that price. I guarantee it, because it's not even covering my cost right now. But I didn't want to do it during this transition because I wanted you to make an informed, educated decision. I didn't want to force you into it by scaring you to death. But ultimately, that's what's going to happen.
We're gonna get scared to death?
You're not going to be able to go up and eat in the dining rooms for $9. We're going to charge you a market rate. We're going to charge you what the cost of that meal is to produce. And right now it's $15. We know it's not going to go down, right? We can all agree on that. That's not scaring you. We know it's going to go up. And so that 21 day or 30-day bistro meal plan is, right now it's being supplemented by everybody else. That's how you can afford to do it. Does that make sense? But you won't be able to do it for long.
There is no choice. We have to do the everyday. It's suicide to do either the bistro plan.
So there's a good one. But let's say this. Let's just say this, Joe. I want to use you for a minute. I want to go to dinner. I want to get dressed up. I want to look nice. Whatever it is, and I want to go and eat at the Swordfish restaurant. Hold on. Let me just say this. A nice restaurant. I'm not going to not go to a beautiful place and not eat because they wouldn't let me take it out. I'm not going to not be involved with my residents or other people and sit with them and enjoy conversation, cocktails, my family down there, just for the sake because I'm going to bring it back home. We are providing a full meal that you're satisfied and you're full, and that's what we offer.
I want to clarify what Brant said. I'm going to give extra real numbers. If you have $10 a day and your meal in the dining room goes to $12 a day, you lose $2 every day.
Yep.
And that's conservative. So if you want to be safe from inflation, you better go to the meal of the day.
John, you know, you just made a statement about going out to eat. I go out. I went to Outbacks. Okay? I go to Outbacks anywhere I want to go. When I went there, I had an entree and 2 sides. All right? That was part of my meal. It was great. And the waitress was super. So she said, "Do you want anything else?" So I said, "No, thank you." And she came by, she said, "Here's a box and a bag if you want to take it home." And let me tell you, it was great. No problem, nothing. It was mine, I ate it, and if I didn't want it, I would have left it.
So you
So
did. So
you're
you got.
telling- and when
All right, go ahead.
You're telling me you go to a restaurant and you want it to be nice. The same thing over here. I should be able to do and then take my meal to go and do it. And they, like he said, a 10-ounce steak, I can't eat it. You cannot, no way can I eat a 10-ounce steak. And if I have somebody who want to share it, they do that too in some places. So, come on, you know.
All right, so you know, Brant did cover that about the steak and that we can change the size of the steak and so on. But you also said that you had an entree and 2 sides, and I understand that you take it away. But here you have your salad bar, your entree, your 2 sides, your beverages, your dessert. Hold on, so let me just say this. This has been happening, this has been going on forever. This is the direction it has to go, folks. I cannot feed you with everybody taking food out of the dining room. I understand how you feel, but I can't keep my job. I can't do my job. We're going to be over budget, and it's going higher and higher. That's not even mentioning the things I can't get. I want to make sure that when you come down to the dining room, you've had a fabulous meal, or to the pub, you've had a fabulous meal, you're full, you're satisfied, and you leave smiling. That's it. Most communities that you go around do not allow food back out of the dining room. They don't. They're not budgeted for that.
I love the menu. It looks terrific. But I see GastRO Pub and I think I'm going for a medical procedure.
What's your meal plan?
They call it the pub.
There's no copay with this procedure.
Go on Google and look up GastRO Pub. You'll see there's so many all over. Yes.
Is the house salad the same as the salad bar?
That's good.
Because under the pairings, you have a house salad.
So in the evening, the salad bar will not be open. So during the GastRO Pub evening meal, the salad bar will not be open. That side salad or house salad will be coming out of the kitchen.
Karen, I'm coming over.
I'm coming to Lisa, you have a different question, please.
I had a question. I had two questions, and Ricky answered them both no, so I will go on to the third question.
The answer's no.
Have you explored what the other sister communities of Regency Oaks do? And for instance, like Lake Seminole, because we hear a lot of rumors about what's happening at Lake Seminole, and they seem to do a lot of things a lot differently than here.
Well, the restaurants that are open right now, which most of them aren't yet, and we've been open forever, do have that policy in place.
Yeah. So, I guess the answer is there are some that do allow takeouts and there are some that do not. But you also have to compare the strength of the dining program. I absolutely can assure you there is nobody else in this company or in this portfolio that has 9 different dining venues. And so it's all a question of where do you put resources. There's a limited pie of resources, and what's important, where are you going to put it? And we think having multiple venues is a lot more important than allowing you to take excess food out of the dining room. And so it is a judgment, a value judgment. You're correct.
I'd like to echo Frank's position on the size of some of the entrees. It's been a long time since I could pack away a 10-ounce steak.
I know, but we did address it. I mean, we can change it.
Yeah.
Well, I would suggest,
Collecting information.
I would suggest starting off low and go higher rather than, as Frank said, you cut my portion size down.
That would be a whole nother argument.
Yeah, you're right. So start low and go up if you have to.
We honestly didn't want to start low. We did think about that. We did not want to start too low.
The other thing is we have been doing research. We have been tasting these steaks, trying them. If you have a 4-ounce ribeye, it'll probably be about that thick.
It's a steak.
Yes, it's thank you. I mentioned that to someone else that it would be like a Philly cheesesteak. Yes. And also during the cooking process, it maybe go down to 9 ounces, 8.5 ounces. I have not gotten that far into it, but let's please give it a chance, give it an opportunity, and we'll go from there.
Can't we get a half order?
You can in the dining room. In the dining rooms, both dining rooms will offer you smaller portions or half orders.
Yeah, we're not going to be cutting up ribeye steaks and filet mignons and offering a half portion.
No. If you order a half portion, just take the other half and throw it out.
Yes.
No, we don't do that. We only give you a half portion.
Throw it away.
That's not the only person that would order a half portion. We get the tickets all the time. There's 15, 20 people that order smaller half portions.
I could eat a 12-ounce steak easily, so I hope sometime in the future you put that on the menu as my steak.
Absolutely.
We'll stack 2 steaks on top for you.
That's the most positive thing I've heard today.
And the most important thing I want to say, too many times we've had Tuesday talk, these kinds of meetings. People need to put their phone on mute and be considerate and not be talking while these guys are doing a presentation on another burger. Is that
Thank you.
be respectful?
Thank you.
Jim, I'm gonna put a 32-ounce porterhouse on the menu. Okay?
Just remember, you got 3 Marines in this building.
Thank you.
All right.
You good, Brent?
Yeah.
All right, thank you, folks, I appreciate it, we'll see you soon.